Good morning, all. Thank you for coming this morning. We'll see lots of flowers everywhere. We're wearing them. They're on the table. Today's flower communion. Invitations and announcements. Join us for a plant or anything share in the parking lot after the service today. You don't need to share something in order to take something home with you. We invite you to celebrate community, history, and healing and at an honoring, healing, and remembering event at the Mount Pleasant Indian Industrial Boarding School next Friday, June 6th. We will attend with members of the Mount Pleasant Fellowship, and former member of our fellowship, John Cleland Host, will lead a discussion afterward. See your newsletter or contact Susan Mayer or Wendy Altmeyer for details. All are welcome to join in celebration of Ben Paulson's life next Saturday at 2 p.m. Join us for next Sunday's service, Refining Our Identities, on balancing personal autonomy with living and serving in the community. Please watch our screens, your e-news, email, Facebook for details on these and many other coming events. Thank you. We now invite you to enter our service with this lovely excerpt of the song Colore dei Baci by Robert Guerra, shared by Melanie Willison. If you haven't already, please bring your flowers forward while Melanie is playing.
Thank you, Melanie. Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Midlands worship service today titled, That's Not a Weed, It's a Volunteer. I am your minister, the Reverend Eric Severson. Helping lead today's service is Worship Associate Shannon Sonoris, accompanist and music coordinator Melanie Willison, Andrew Schultz directing our choir, Samuel McLennan on AV, Jennifer Page and Danny Schultz helping with the kids, and Jennifer Stride Mullen assisting folks online. At any time, if someone arrives with a flower, please direct them forward. A special welcome to any visitors today. You are here on a very special Sunday when we celebrate community in all its diversity. We hope you find here the love and care of a spiritual community that you've been seeking. If you have any questions, please let us know, and please sign our guest book before you leave today. I'll invite Roy and Donna Wedge forward to light our chalice, please. And as they do so, I'll read these words by the Reverend Scott Taylor. Thank you. Notice now this flame, seemingly so singular, flickering unfettered, dancing all alone. Yet pull back, look with more attentive eyes, and slowly the chalice cup comes into view. And the air, while unseen, keeps the flame alive. All of it a reminder that being lovingly surrounded and beautifully bound is what sets us free. May this be the gift of our precious hour. May we too pull back and see ourselves anew, how tenderly tethered we've become, and how wonderfully that has set us free. Thank you.
Our opening song this morning is one that many may be familiar with. It's an American folk song, also known as a camp song, called I Love the Flowers. You know that, I love the flowers, I love the daffodils. So we are going to sing it all together. The words are up on the screen, and we're going to sing it together as a group, and then we will sing it together as a round with Andrew leading. Kind of this way. The center will be here, and then this side with Eric. Ready? And I love the flowers, I love the daffodils, I love the tulips blooming upon the hills. I love the lilies and I love the roses too. Daffodils, tulips, lilies, roses too. Daffodils, tulips, lilies, roses too.
I love the flowers, I love the daffodils.
I love the flowers, I love the daffodils. I love the tulips blooming upon the hills. I love the lilies and I love the roses too. Daffodils, tulips, lilies, and roses too. Daffodils, tulips, lilies, roses too. I love the flowers, I love the daffodils, I love the tulips blooming upon the hills. I love the lilies and I love the roses too. Daffodils, tulips, and lilies and roses too. Daffodils, tulips, lilies, roses too.
Lilies, roses too. Yay.
Thank you.
All right, for our Time for All Ages, we have a wisdom story titled A Communion of Flowers, a Unitarian story told by the Reverend Teresa Rolk with art by Deborah Jean Golden. It is a video produced just at the start of COVID for congregations to use in absentia to continue telling this story. So let's listen to the story there.
Shall we invite the choir up while you all troubleshoot?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Let's bring the choir up for the interlude, please. All right, as the choir is taking their seats, I think Jennifer's got things ironed out.
I'd like to tell you a story about how it began. The story is illustrated by Deborah Jean Golden. About 100 years ago in Prague, Czechoslovakia, Unitarian minister Norbert Čapek was trying to think of a way to strengthen the connections between the people in his church. You see, some people in his church believed in God and others didn't. So he wanted to build a more inclusive community. He was searching for a ritual that would work and would be meaningful no matter what someone's religious background was. Čapek was inspired by the natural beauty all around him, and he decided to do a ritual that involved flowers. He asked each person to bring a flower to church to share. And at the end of the service, each person took a different flower home. Čapek thought the colors and the variety of different shapes and sizes of the flowers reflected the diversity of all human beings. And when the flowers were all gathered into one big bouquet, it represented how all the people could be united in community. Now, Dr. Čapek's wife was also an ordained Unitarian minister, the Reverend Maya Čapek. She was traveling in the United States in 1940, and she introduced the flower ceremony to a Unitarian church in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And ever since that time, many Unitarian Universalist congregations hold some kind of flower communion at the end of the church year, just like we're doing now, and just like Norbert Čapek did in 1923 in Prague. The end.
Thanks, Jennifer. There. Great. All right. For our younger and kinesthetic learners to make flowers, we have some pipe cleaners in a variety of colors available at the back tables. Feel free to get up and become a maker today. Please help yourselves, but remember to share. Shannon and I will now share a blessing for the flower communion by Michael DeVernon Boblet. We invite you to repeat the first line with us.
Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last over the snows, over the centuries, over heavy feet of cattle and of soldiers treading down the fragile places of the earth.
Over the tangled branches, over the withered stem, over the tearing thorns of roses of barbed wire.
Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last. Even over the hand that gathers it, cuts it off from life, from roots, from the memory and taste of iron and tears in the soil. Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last.
Over the closed rooms that are not its home, over efforts to domesticate its wild truth, over the vain words of priests and poets.
Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last. Over us, over pasts and futures, over words and silences, over deaths and lives, placing them all in their proper place, restoring to all things their joyful smallness.
Blessed be the flower that triumphs at last. Thank you. Whenever Dr. Čapek conducted the flower ceremony in Prague, he would say a proverb as he consecrated or blessed the flowers. In honor of those who began this tradition, we will use the same. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these tiny messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection, and devotion to thy sacred will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one with thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. It is now time for us to share in the flower communion. Our music selections from the International Music Score Library Project are from the 19th and 21st centuries. In a moment, as Melanie plays softly, I will invite you to come forward to take in the beauty of the flowers. I ask that as you each in turn approach the communion vase, you do so, reverently, quietly, with a sense of how important it is for each of us to address our world and one another with gentleness, justice, and love. Notice the varied beauty and simplicity of the flowers, the many colors. Each of these flowers is as different as each of us. Each adds to the beauty and strength of the whole. The beauty of the daisy adds to the beauty of the rose, and neither would be half as glorious without all the others. When you have beheld their beauty, I invite you to select for yourself a flower different from the one you brought that particularly appeals to you, and perhaps another for a loved one not present. As you take your chosen flower, noting its particular shape and beauty, please remember to handle it carefully. It is a gift that someone else has brought for you. It represents that person's unique humanity and therefore deserves your kindest touch. Let's begin on this side and move that way, coming around the table this way. Okay, starting over here. Let us share quietly in this uniquely Unitarian Universalist ritual of oneness and love. there anyone else? Anyone else? Thank you, Melanie. Would you like to select a flower? Thank you. All will close the ceremony with a prayer. May we sincerely resolve to be siblings and helpmeets to all, regardless of what might separate us. In this resolution, may we be strengthened, knowing that we are all family, that one Spirit, the Spirit of love, unites us in the free and responsible search for truth and meaning. And may we strive for a fuller, more connected, and more joyful life. Amen.
In accordance with our values and the stirrings of our hearts, we now invite you to support our fellowship's mission with your financial contributions. If you wish to pay towards your pledge with cash or check, envelopes are available just outside the door. We appreciate and welcome your donations with gratitude. Thank you. As we invite our offering, we also invite you to reflect further with Color and Fragrance by Norbert Kopic, shared by Melanie Willison.
And now we have a volunteer recognition. The work and ministries of this fellowship would not happen without you. Your collective contributions of time, talent, and treasure reflect a commitment to the future of our fellowship. Helping today are Katie and Dom Altmeyer, the board members Jim Christman, I don't know if you're aware of this, Jim Christman, Monica Hughes, Beth Sperry, and Christina Van Pooker. And Alex. Alex, thank you. So thank you all for helping, and thanks to Wendy for coming up with a list of volunteers and for arranging for these gifts. Today we show our thanks to all, adult or child, who have served the fellowship during the past program year. In a moment I will call on you to rise as you're able. If you have filled any of several roles, many of you have worn multiple hats. So because we have a limited number of gifts, we ask that you accept just one, but that you rise for the many hats you wear. And a list of names will scroll on your screen in thank you. For folks on Zoom, I invite you to click the button to raise your hand, and we will set aside a gift for you aside in thanks for your commitment. I invite you to rise and remain standing as you are able. If you have served on or helped with a governance committee in the past year, such as nominating committee, board of trustees, building and grounds committee, gardening group, aesthetics, tech team, kitchen, health and safety, stewardship, finance, fundraising, endowment, and the Committee on Ministry. Let's thank all our volunteers for those board commitments. We also recognize our ministry teams. Please rise if you have served on or helped with the pastoral care team, the religious education team, the worship team, the music team, the social justice team, and as a leader of a small group ministry, a covenant group, a book group, CUPS chapter, Three Jewels Sangha, choir, if you've been a Sunday hospitality team member, a greeter, an usher, a coffee maker, a snackster, or a cleaner-upper. Let's thank our ministry team volunteers. And if in the past year you've ever moved tables or chairs, set up for the auction or helped it make it happen, painted, designed, or decorated, built something, joined a public protest or rally, helped with Halloween or other holiday, helped with a community partner like Phoenix Community Farm, have ever counseled me or the board, helped with a task force such as accessibility, COVID, or document retention, been a worship associate, Zoom moderator, or musician, helped troubleshoot audiovisual issues, planted or cleaned up on Eastman Avenue, cleaned up the yard here or building here, weeded or dug in the gardens, or washed the windows. Thank you for all you have done. Did you get one? If you have volunteered in any capacity and have not received a cup, please rise. We want no one to go unrewarded, right? Unrecognized. So thank you all. Don, did you get one? Don? Okay, great, great. All right, thank you. All right.
Do you want me to have everybody stand up? Yeah. Now we will you will receive your and our thanks with a litany for volunteers, adapted from one by Jay Libby. As I share this statement directed to our volunteers, your response will be, "And so we thank you." When there was a need, you came forward, and so we thank you. In the nighttime or daytime, on weekends, and even in the coldest, darkest part of the year, you helped. And so we thank you. Elected and duly appointed, or quietly, anonymously, and unbidden, you did what needed doing. And so we thank you. You gave your time, talent, and even your treasure for the life of the congregation. And so we thank you. Your families and loved ones supported you in your efforts, worried for you when things piled up, and perhaps grumbled at you for the extent of your commitment. And so we thank you, and your loved ones, for all things great and small you have given this congregation. We take time today to honor and recognize you. And so we thank you. Thank you. We invite you now to sit or stand and join in singing number 155, Circle Round for Freedom, by Linda Hirschhorn. 155 is in the gray hymnal.
Because I think he needs harmony, so if you want to sing, that's lovely. You want to come here, because you're on the camera?
Sure.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle round the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole.
Please feel free to add parts if you know them. And Samuel, can we please have his mic on? Thank you.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us imprisoned. Circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole.
Thank you all. Please be seated.
Thank you all for coming this morning. Thank you again to our hospitality, religious education, and behind-the-scenes worship volunteers. After our chalice extinguishing and postlude, please help yourself to coffee, snacks, and conversation, and/or take part in the plant or anything exchange in the parking lot. Thank you again for being with us.
As we extinguish our chalice, I share these words by the Reverend Tess Baumberger. Now is the time for happiness, to stand up, unbow the shoulders, unbend the back, and look straight into the world. Now is the time to finish mourning, to cast off sadness in any sullen role, and claim the title of hero, heroine. Now is the time to crack the steel that cages all that should be free, to guard their going in peace. Now is the time to discover each new molecule of the upturned self, pressing its seeds into fertile earth. We'll close with more meditation for Belva. Thank you all for coming. Have a great week.